last night I'm supposed to hang out with this girl, and obviously she bails on me because my life sucks. So, of course I'm gonna go and play video games for my Friday night, no big deal. But I play a decent amount of video games. My PVR doesn't record any of them because it sucks, and theater mode only records the first 2 minutes, which is why you're watching another League Play gameplay. This one's on search. Besides the point, not very happy about that. But, so I play video games until about like 11, maybe 12, and I get a text from my friend. He says he's hungry and that he wants to go eat. I'm totally down. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I have like 5, maybe like 6 or 7 different meals of the day. I know you're supposed to have like 3, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I have like 3 different breakfasts, 3 different lunches, 3 different dinners, and then I have like my midnight snack. So, it stacks on. I guess that's 10, but whatever. So it's about 12 o'clock, and I go ahead, I pick them up, and we head over to In-N-Out. Now, I know a lot of you guys have never heard of In-N-Out or have never been to In-N-Out. The thing is, it's a burger place. It's a fast food burger place. Really good. But at any given point in time, there is at least 10 different cars in the line for the drive-thru. Even when they're closed, there's like people lining up just for when they open in like the morning, they want like their morning burger. I don't know. There's always just a ridiculous line for the drive-thru. So we get there, I go ahead, park, we're gonna go in because we're not gonna wait in like a big ass line just for a hamburger. So we go in, it's still a long line, but we get our food and we get our receipt thing and we go sit in the outside tables to wait for our number to be called. Pretty ordinary. Now on occasion, especially when it's late at night, there's a homeless man or two that come by, and they usually ask for change or ask you to buy them food or something. Pretty nice. Actually, one of them, like way back in the day, this was when I was like in 5th grade, and it was me and my dad there, but a homeless guy actually sat down at our table, and I'm like freaking out. But he's like saying how like he comes from San Diego, which is like very bottom of California, like towards Mexico, and he travels all the way up to Seattle, which is pretty good distance. You have to go up California, which is pretty linear, through Oregon and into Washington. So it takes them like 5 years, I guess. But that doesn't even matter. So there's sometimes homeless people that come along, and what I've learned through my years is that it's better to actually buy them food rather than give them change or money, because they usually, even though they say they're hungry and they really want money for food, they usually end up spending it on drugs anyways, and it's never a good thing. So this homeless guy, or I assume he was homeless because he looked pretty fucking homeless, he comes over to our table. We're like the only 2 people sitting outside. There's just a shit ton of cars in the drive-thru, and that's it. And he comes over and says that he needs 15 cents. And that's kind of like a weird number to ask for, like 15 cents. And so I ask him, like, why do you need 15 cents? And he says that he was at the phone booth place thing, like right down the street, and this girl comes over, tells him to get a job, and smacks the change out of his hand as he's about to make a phone call. And I guess it was one of those modern, it is one of those modern, like, almost like vending machine looking phone booth things where I guess the change went under and he couldn't get it. So I'm thinking, you know what, even if that story sounds a little sketchy, it's not a big deal. I mean, what kind of drugs is he going to buy with 15 cents? So I go ahead and I give him a quarter. I know, I'm so generous. I give him a fucking quarter. I give him 10 cents extra. That's how awesome of a person I am, guys. So I give him a quarter, and we part ways, and all is good. We get our food, we eat it, and I know you're thinking, well, what the hell is the significance of this story? This is kind of, an average night, like nothing really happened. Well, as we're finishing up, we're walking to the car, we see these 3 different cop cars pull in to the Stater Brothers that's across the street where the phone booth is. And we're thinking, whoa, what happened over there? And I know a lot of you probably know that in my town, when something happens, there's like a fucking SWAT team that comes out to handle it because their cops have nothing to do. So we're in our car, we go ahead and drive down to see what all the commotion is about. And apparently some lady got smacked in the head by the phone in the phone booth. And by smacked in the head, I don't mean she was like beaten to death with it or anything. Like, she literally just, it was like someone took a phone and just hit her in the head with it, and she was fine, but obviously the people who saw it called the cops, and so she had like the blanket and cocoa and shit like that, and she was like telling them their story. They didn't even have anyone in custody, and I just was like, I almost thought it was kind of funny, like, that's a stupid fucking way to get hurt, is like to get hit in the head with a phone. And so I woke up today, and I'm eating breakfast, and it literally just dawned upon me, and I know a lot of you guys probably figured it out, but it literally just occurred to me today that it was the fucking homeless guy that probably hit her in the head with the phone because she had the change out of his hands. I connected that shit. I should be like a detective or something. So yeah, now I'm tripping balls about it because I don't know, dude. It's fucking crazy. I like assisted that like beating. Like I gave him the quarter to go make a phone call and then hit a girl in the head. Like that was my fault. I take full responsibility for that. Just kidding. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this story. Fucking homeless people, man. Don't ever trust them. I mean, some of them are nice, but a lot of them just want to attack you with phones. Like that's just how it works. I'm sorry. So yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a rating. It would be greatly appreciated as always. And I will see you guys later.